Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon Wynn and this is Critical Failure. So, continuing with the demonology of Mordecai's Tomb of Foes, we are on the Rutterkin. These things are fucking horrible looking, and I can't tell if this is the Abyssal Wretch in the photo. It looks like Rutterkin, but let me turn my brightness down because I'm a dumbass. It's still pretty bright. 1 second. It's that foul looking thing. Basically, it's a twisted, and I would say, like, originality of the abyss. Like, it's just necrotic and straight fear as its demonic nature of the abyss as is. That just makes me think of like how big the abyss actually is, considering the fact that it doesn't end. But it says it's a warped breed of warped demons, which is very funny because I wouldn't consider these warped. I would consider these like the most common. But they basically are constantly walking around the abyss and its many, many layers like an onion, searching for people that aren't demons, and they tend to fight and infect the intruders, I guess, because it turns them into actual Rutterkin, just like them. It's a little bit different for your character. It actually has a weird thing on that I'll describe later, but the Rutterkin are pretty formidable. They have their challenge rating of 2, which is pretty big for a low-level party, in my opinion, mainly since these things fight in groups. I would say even if it's on the mortal plane, they would probably fight in like 5s or 6s. The Rutterkin is a medium fiend. It's a demon, of course, chaotic evil. It has an armor class of 12, an average HP count of 37, 5d8 plus 15, and an average walking speed of 20 feet, which is surprising. I would say 30. It has a strength of 14 plus 2, dexterity of 15 plus 2, a constitution of 17 plus 3, intelligence of 5 minus 3, very understandable, wisdom of 12 plus 1, and a charisma of 6 minus 2, excuse me. I don't see these things getting packs whatsoever. These things are probably too stupid to really understand, and then if it is summoned, it'd probably try to infect whatever summoned it. I would say these things are more protectors, like kind of trap them in a room and then just like a pitfall or a room next to treasure, and then you kind of, I don't know, make it seem like you're a demon of some sort, like through some sort of illusion or something like that. It has damage resistances to cold, fire, and lightning. It's immune to poison and being poisoned. It's immune to being charmed, frightened, along with poison, of course. It has dark vision up to 120 feet and a passive perception of 11, so it's not necessarily very perceptive, but it's perceptive enough. And it understands abyssal but can't speak. Obviously, these things are basically moaning, groaning, terrifying zombie things that are contorted and twisted into all hell. Again, challenge rating of 2, 450 XP. It has I want to say an active ability called Crippling Fear, and that is when a creature that isn't a demon starts its turn within 30 feet of 3 or more Rutterkins, which is surprising. I thought it was 1. It must make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw. Could be very good, could be very bad. This thing, like, mainly depending on how you roll your character. I typically have a decent Wisdom for my characters when it comes to how I roll, which me and Ed do 2d20s for each, so it's basically you roll with advantage. Because we don't mind having our characters OP from the get-go, it kind of makes it interesting. The creature has disadvantage on the save if it's within 30 feet of 6 or more Rutterkins. On a successful save, the creature is immune to the crippling fear of all Rutterkins for 24 hours. Really good if you actually pass that. On a failed save, the creature becomes frightened of the Rutterkins for 1 minute. While frightened in this way, the creature is restrained. At the end of its frightened creature's turn, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. Sorry, it's hard for me to read apparently. That's actually really good because, like I said, they probably fight in 5s or 6s. So within this, it would be pretty good. And if you have 6, like I would personally suggest it's all disadvantage and use that for like a protection thing. So it's like they have to cross a bridge and these things are kind of slumping forward. They're stuck. But that one guy who saves it burns a bridge down. Like it'd be pretty good. Like I'm imagining like a small rope bridge in like a dungeon. Its actions. It has bite, melee weapon attack of +4. It's a reach of 5 feet. I would say if you use its arm like you see in this photo, it would have a reach of 10 feet. It depends on how you want to play it. If you want to get up close and personal, I would say to do more damage on the one on the arm, it would do less. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw against disease or become poisoned. At the end of each long rest, this poison target can repeat the saving throw. Ending the effect on itself on its success. The target is reduced to 0 hit points while poisoned in this way. It dies and instantly transforms into a living abyssal wretch. Transformation of the body can only be undone by a wish spell. That is super OP. Like, I can imagine this really ruining a party real quick if you do it right. But, yeah, that's a Rutterkin. I would definitely say that I'm going to be doing one in the next few days. I don't go back to work until Wednesday. I've finally graduated my training, so I'll be able to do everything a lot better. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe as I bring you more videos. I think the next one's Abyssal Wretch, actually. So, yeah, hopefully another video out soon. I'm going to be trying to get things fixed on my computer so I can get things really rolling. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.